currently 3 or 4 of us, depending on how you count us. I'm the new kid on the block. We've only been actually going for 9 months now since we had our first meeting. But I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to give you 10 lessons from business, 10 lessons I've learned in 9 months. So my goal tonight is to inspire one of you to start your own business. So I know this obviously won't apply to quite a lot of you, but what I want to do is do this. So we started out 9 months ago. It was the day after I left my previous agency. We got a phone call from this guy's agent, who was basically like, can you do an app for us? And he was in the middle of the South Atlantic at that time. What I've done with this is I'm going to tell you what you need to create, or what I consider to be a successful business. You need people around you. People are the most important thing. Digital is a collaborative medium, okay? What you need to do, you don't be afraid to ask for advice. So what I did was I went out and because I don't know a whole lot in 9 months, I went and asked everybody that I knew via social media and text and stuff like that, and I said, look, what's the best piece of advice you ever got? So these guys came to me and they gave me all their bits and bobs. So I'm going to share with you a lot of their lessons and some of my lessons. Number one thing I think you need is motivation when you're in business. My motivation is this. That's my wife and my boy. He's a bit bigger than that now. She's a bit bigger than that now as well. That's she's pregnant, ladies. So I've got a second one on the way. But this is the reason that I get up and go to work in the morning. What you're going to need though is you need focus. Focus on your, now you see my focus isn't your focus, that was my focus I showed you a minute ago. You have to find your focus, and the people who work for you, going back to the earlier slide, they also need to share your focus. You've got to find some common ground. Focus on your customers. Focus on happiness. Okay, I saw this when I was in a meeting with someone one day, and it's true, it's dead true. And like Julian said, you know, they spent all the love on the guys, the 23% of the people who actually gave them the most revenue. So you put your clients' happiness first, put your staff's happiness first, and your happiness will follow after that. Okay? There's a brilliant article that everybody should read. It's on mobilelink.co.uk, and it's all about why people are leaving your shit agency. It's because you're not providing them with the environment. The most important thing you can do as a managing director or whatever of a company is actually provide people with the environment to succeed. You need to be adaptable. You might be a very, very good designer, but you have to learn very, very quickly that you need to be a salesperson, you need to be a human resources expert. If I had a business card, it would have all of these titles on and probably about 50 more. You have to learn very, very quickly in this game. You have to learn VAT, you have to learn payroll, you've got to learn national insurance, the lot. But the most important thing you can have is trust. You have to trust your people that you're working with. You have to trust your clients. If you're hiring an agency, you need to trust that agency to do their best for you, because they know normally what's going to work best. Please don't lie on CVs and don't put things on LinkedIn that you didn't do. You need to trust your instincts and you need to go with what you know. And this is the other one. The biggest thing that we do at work is kind of like every day's a school day. You've got to learn from the people around you. You've got to learn from, you know, clients. You have to. It's like literally everything that you don't start business with, you know, the full set of assets. Nice little quote from Mr. Stoker there that basically said about failure, which we might come on to later. But fail small, fail fast, fail often. If you're a developer, get stuff into code, show people how it works. Fear is the thing that drives business. The fear of failure, the fear of running out of cash, the fear of not paying the wages, the fear of not being able to pay your mortgage. And one of my guys, they said, a business doesn't go bust because it runs out of ideas, it runs out of cash. It goes bust because it runs out of cash. And back to the original theme of exploration, following from Ranulph Fiennes, this is one of my favourite quotes. You need to have fairly big balls to get out and actually do this, and that's the best ever strapline that any company ever came up in the world. You have to stop procrastinating, you have to get out there, you have to do it. I write 3 things down on a pad in the morning, if I do one of them, I'm a little bit closer to my goal. And slide number 21, sorry, you've got to disrupt. You know, nobody writes the rules in business. Go out there, and as one of my old bosses said, he said, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than gain permission. So get on with it and apologise later.